Give us this day, your daily inspiration message. Presents Rabbi Levin, Los Angeles, California. This interesting letter's ever to come from a child, to a newspaper writer appeared a number of years ago in the New York City Globe. It was addressed to Frank Crane, if you remember him, and it contained the request rather than usual. But he write in the paper and tell whether or not there is a God. A man told me there isn't any, they wrote the youngster. I asked the teacher and she said she doesn't know, because some people say yes, and others say no. Mama says, there is, but Papa says he doesn't know much about such things. Some boys and I had a debate about it, and we thought we would ask you. Dr. Frank Crane found the request very challenging, believe that deserved the reply. And so, shortly thereafter, appeared the following in his newspaper. Yes, my boy, there is a God. You can see or hear him, but I will tell you how you can feel him. Do you ever lie or cheat, steal, or treat someone smaller than you throughout cruelly? If so, you probably felt their hurt inside. Some kind of miserable feeling in your heart, as if you were sick to your stomach. Sort of like having struck your finger with a hammer, except inside your heart and your mind. That was God that gives you the hurt. Have you ever wanted to do something mean and nasty? But resist the desire, put it away from you, and instead acted honestly and fair. Have you noticed then a good feeling, a sense some in a pride and satisfaction? It is God that gives this good feeling. When you feel you're doing things right. Have you ever looked up at the sky, and remembering what you've been told about the vast distances between the stars, and that there are worlds just like ours moving through space as fast as cannonballs? Have you ever had a feeling, the wonder how great and majestic the universe is, and you are only a small part of it? That feeling, the wonder, and all, is a feeling that comes from God. A very wise man, Carlyle, said, that worshippers wonder. So that you will see that when you see anything that makes you wonder, because of its greatness, a beauty, a mystery, you are really worshipping God. Whether the object be the ocean, the mountains, or even a good person. It's not the police to protect our lives, my boy. He wrote. Only a few would people come into conflict with policemen. But there's something that holds every human being back from cruelty, and things that are wrong. Something that stays the murderous arm and causes many women to let herself go, rather than be vile. That something is what we call God. None of us understands why God allows so many people to do wrong. But we do feel that there is something in every human being. But makes wrongdoing bring some misery each and every time. The most important thing is to remember that God is not an enemy. God is the detective watching over us to punish you. Instead, God is a loving and serving force every minute of our lives. That was Rabbi Martin Lebanon, Los Angeles, California. Give Us This Day was presented in cooperation with New York Board of Rabbis. This is the seal of good practice, as it identifies WCBS-TV as a subscriber to the television code of the National Association of Broadcasters. This is WCBS-TV in New York City, transmitting on Channel 2 by the authority of the Federal Communications Commission. WCBS-TV is owned by CBS Incorporated, and operated by the CBS Television Stations Division. The programs broadcast by the station are for viewing by the public without charge, and may not be rebroadcast, recorded, or otherwise used without the prior written permission of CBS Incorporated. WCBS-TV will cease broadcasting regular analog programming on Channel 2, permanently effective by the sign-off. The next regularly scheduled broadcast on WCBS-TV Analog will be Nightlight public service announcements at 3 p.m. Good day.